The crystal wine glass slipped from Ava Bennett's trembling hand and exploded across the marble floor. She didn't even flinch. Her anniversary gift slid from her fingers next, landing beside the shattered glass as laughter drifted from the bedroom upstairs. "No," she whispered, taking one shaky step after another. The bedroom door wasn't fully closed. Ava pushed it open. Everything stopped. Logan Pierce was sitting on the edge of their bed with his shirt half-buttoned, while Vanessa Cole, Ava's own cousin, leaned comfortably against him, wearing the silk robe Ava had received as a birthday gift months earlier. For a long second, nobody spoke. Then Vanessa smirked. "I guess the surprise is ruined." Ava stared at them, unable to breathe. "Tell me this isn't what it looks like." Logan sighed as if she'd interrupted an important meeting. "It looks exactly like what it is." The words cut deeper than any knife. You cheated on me?" Vanessa laughed softly. "Oh, sweetheart, you're asking the wrong question." Ava's voice cracked. "What does that mean?" Logan stood and casually buttoned his shirt. "You should ask how long." Silence swallowed the room. Ava swallowed hard. "How long?" 18 months. Her knees nearly gave way. 18. Logan nodded without a trace of guilt. 18 months. Every memory crashed through her mind. Family dinners. Business celebrations. Weekend vacations. Their anniversary. Christmas. Every smile now felt like a lie. Tears welled in her eyes. "You looked me in the face every single day." "I did. You told me you loved me." "I said what needed to be said." Vanessa folded her arms. "You really thought he stayed because of love?" Ava slowly turned toward her. "You were family." Vanessa shrugged. "Family doesn't guarantee loyalty." "You've hated me your whole life." "Hated?" Vanessa chuckled. "No. I hated watching everyone praise you while ignoring me." Ava's voice trembled. "So you stole my husband?" Vanessa stepped closer. "I didn't steal him." She looked at Logan. "He walked to me." Logan didn't deny it. Instead, he opened the bedside drawer and pulled out a thick envelope. "I was going to do this next week." He tossed it onto the bed. "But now seems fine." Ava looked down. "Divorce papers. Prepared. Signed. Dated 1 week earlier. You planned this." Logan nodded. "I don't like surprises." Her heart shattered all over again. Then she noticed another document underneath. Financial disclosures. Property division. Investment accounts. Her expression changed. "What is this?" "My lawyer says we're entitled to divide marital assets." "You want half of my investments?" "They're marital property. My mother left those to me before we got married. They've appreciated during the marriage." Vanessa smiled. "Looks like your inheritance is finally useful." Ava looked between them in disbelief. "This was never about love." Logan answered without hesitation. "It stopped being about love a long time ago." "Then what was it about?" "Opportunity." He walked toward the window. "Your family name opened doors." Ava frowned. "What are you talking about?" Logan turned. "Your uncle introduced me to investors." "My uncle believed in you." "He believed in you." Ava froze. Logan continued. "People invested because they trusted your family." Vanessa added proudly. "My father also invested millions into Pierce Dynamics." Ava blinked. "Your father?" He knew Logan had potential. "No." Ava whispered as the pieces finally fit together. "He knew I was married to Logan." Nobody answered. That was all the confirmation she needed. So all of this. She looked around the room. Our marriage. The business. The investments. It was planned. Logan folded his arms. It was business. Ava's breathing became uneven. "You used me. You were part of the strategy." Tears streamed down her face. Vanessa rolled her eyes. "Please don't cry. It's embarrassing." Ava stared at her cousin. "How could you do this?" Vanessa's smile vanished. "Because for once, I wanted to win." "You call this winning?" "I took your husband. You took a liar." Vanessa's expression hardened. Logan stepped between them. "Enough." He pointed at the papers. "You have 72 hours to sign. And if I don't, my lawyers will make the divorce very unpleasant." "You drag me through court?" "If necessary." "You really think you deserve my mother's investments?" "I deserve what's legally mine." Ava laughed through tears. "No." "What?" "They'll never be yours." Logan's patience began to crack. "Don't make this difficult." "Difficult?" She stepped closer. "You cheated on me. You lied to me. You humiliated me. And now you're threatening me." Vanessa crossed her arms. "You're becoming dramatic." Ava slowly faced her. "No." Her voice became calm. "I'm becoming awake." The room fell silent. She looked directly at Logan. I loved you with everything I had. I know. I defended you when people doubted you. I know. I celebrated every promotion. I know. And this is how you repay me? Logan looked away. We're done here. Ava wiped away her tears. No. We're just getting started. She removed her wedding ring. For a moment she stared at it. The symbol of promises. Of trust. Of forever. Then she placed it gently on the bedside table. I hope she was worth it. Without another word, Ava walked downstairs. Behind her, Vanessa called out loudly. Good luck starting over. Ava didn't answer. She reached her car, closed the door, and finally allowed herself to break. Her hands gripped the steering wheel as sobs shook her entire body. Nothing hurt more than realizing the people she loved had watched her trust them every day while secretly laughing behind her back. After several minutes, her phone rang. The screen displayed one name. Nina. Ava hesitated before answering. Hello. Nina immediately sensed something was wrong. Ava, why are you crying? It's over. What happened? I found them. Silence. Then Nina quietly asked. Logan. And Vanessa. What? In our bedroom. Nina gasped. I'm coming to get you. No. Where are you? I don't even know. Then listen to me. Nina said firmly. You're not spending tonight alone. Ava closed her eyes. I don't have the strength. You don't need strength. You just need to drive. To where? My apartment. Ava nodded even though Nina couldn't see her. Okay. And Ava? Yes. Promise me something. What? Don't let today be the day they destroy your life. Ava stared through the windshield. No. Her voice was no longer broken. It'll be the day they regret trying. If you're already wondering how Ava will rise after losing everything, take a second to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tell us in the comments. If you were in Ava's place, would you choose forgiveness or revenge? 3 months later, the woman who stepped out of the taxi looked nothing like the woman who had driven away in tears that afternoon. Her posture was steady. Her expression was unreadable. Her heart still carried scars, but now those scars reminded her to think before she trusted. She adjusted the sleeve of her tailored blazer and looked up at the grand entrance of the city's most prestigious charity gala. Inside that ballroom waited Logan, Vanessa, some of the country's wealthiest investors, and, though she didn't know it yet, the one man whose arrival would change the course of her revenge forever. The ballroom fell strangely quiet the moment Ava Bennett stepped inside. Conversation slowed. Heads turned. A few guests whispered to one another. Isn't that Logan Pierce's wife? I heard they divorced. I thought she'd disappear after the scandal. Instead of shrinking beneath their curious stares, Ava walked confidently toward the refreshment table. Across the room, Logan was laughing with a group of investors. Vanessa stood beside him in a glittering gown, clinging possessively to his arm. She noticed Ava first. Her smile vanished. She leaned toward Logan. Look. Logan turned. His face drained of color. Ava. He hadn't expected her to show up. More importantly, he hadn't expected her to look stronger than ever. Vanessa forced a laugh. She must be here to embarrass herself. Logan wasn't so sure. Something about Ava's calm expression unsettled him. She wasn't angry. She wasn't crying. She looked dangerous. Before either of them could react, a deep voice interrupted. I knew you'd come. Ava turned. Standing behind her was Adrian Blackwell, one of the country's most respected billionaire investors. Tall, composed, known for rebuilding companies everyone else considered hopeless. Ava smiled politely. It's been a long time. Adrian nodded. Too long. I heard you've been buying struggling businesses. I heard you've been studying one. A faint smile crossed Ava's face. So you've done your homework. I always do. They shook hands. Across the ballroom, Logan narrowed his eyes. Why is Blackwell talking to her? Vanessa frowned. It doesn't matter. It matters if he's interested. Meanwhile, Adrian gestured toward the balcony. Walk with me. Outside, the city lights shimmered beneath the night sky. For a few seconds, neither of them spoke. Finally, Adrian broke the silence. Pierce Dynamics is drowning. Ava wasn't surprised. I know. They've hidden debt. I know. They've lost 3 major clients. I know. They're surviving on borrowed money. I know. Adrian smiled. I was hoping you'd say that. Ava folded her arms. So why tell me? Because I also know you're planning something. She met his gaze. What makes you think that? People who are broken avoid places like this. He paused. People who come back are planning a move. Ava looked toward the ballroom. I don't want revenge because I'm angry. What do you want? I want accountability. Adrian nodded slowly. Good answer. He reached into his jacket and handed her a folder. Inside were financial reports, board member profiles, investment records, confidential information. Ava looked up. Where did you get these? I have my sources. You've been watching Logan. For months. Why? Adrian's expression darkened. 2 years ago, he sabotaged one of my acquisitions. He cost me millions. So this is personal. It became business. Ava closed the folder. If we work together, we finish it. Before she could answer, raised voices erupted inside. Vanessa had walked to the center of the ballroom. She raised her champagne glass. Everyone, guests turned toward her. I'd like to welcome my cousin. A few people clapped awkwardly. Vanessa smiled sweetly. It takes courage to attend a gala after your husband leaves you. Laughter echoed from a handful of guests. Logan looked uncomfortable. Ava calmly walked back inside. She stopped only a few feet away. You finished? Vanessa smirked. Not quite. You always wanted attention. No. She looked Ava up and down. I always wanted your life. Ava nodded. And how's that working out? Vanessa blinked. What? You got the man. Ava smiled slightly. Did you get his honesty too? The room became silent. Vanessa's confidence slipped. Logan stepped forward. Ava. She ignored him. Instead, she addressed the guests. Since everyone seems interested. She looked directly at Logan. My husband didn't leave me. He cheated on me with my cousin for 18 months. Gasps spread through the ballroom. He secretly prepared divorce papers before I even discovered the affair. She held up copies she'd brought with her. He also attempted to claim assets my late mother left me before our marriage. Phones appeared almost instantly. People began recording. One investor frowned. Is that true? Logan opened his mouth. It's complicated. Ava laughed. No. It's actually very simple. She looked around the room. If someone betrays the person closest to them. She paused. What makes you think they'll stay loyal to business partners? The words landed like a hammer. Several investors quietly stepped away from Logan. One of them whispered, we need to review our position. Another simply walked out while making a phone call. Vanessa grabbed Logan's arm. Say something. But the damage had already begun. Adrian stepped beside Ava. His calm voice carried across the ballroom. Character is the first investment anyone should evaluate. Logan glared. You planned this. Adrian answered calmly. No, you did. Within hours, videos from the gala flooded social media. The scandal spread faster than anyone imagined. The board demanded answers. Clients postponed meetings. Employees began updating their resumes. Banks suddenly requested additional financial documentation. Every day the pressure grew worse. A week later, Logan stormed into his office. What do you mean Meridian Capital suspended negotiations? His chief financial officer swallowed nervously. They're invoking the morality clause. They can't. They already have. Logan slammed his fist onto the desk. They'll lose money too. They said reputational risk is greater. Another executive rushed inside. We've lost 2 more engineering teams. What? They accepted offers elsewhere. Logan buried his face in his hands. Meanwhile, across town, Ava and Adrian quietly reviewed reports inside Blackwell Capital. Adrian smiled. The dominoes are falling. Ava looked at another document. We're not finished. No, we're just getting started. Over the following weeks, they purchased shares through legal channels. Former clients accepted new contracts under Adrian's companies. Several board members quietly switched their support. Pierce Dynamics was collapsing from the weight of its own deception. The pressure finally broke Logan. One rainy afternoon, he arrived outside Blackwell Capital. His expensive suit was wrinkled. Dark circles surrounded his eyes. His confidence had disappeared. Inside the conference room, Ava waited. Adrian sat beside her without saying a word. Logan slowly took his seat. You've won. Ava remained silent. I came to negotiate. She slid a folder across the table. Read it. He opened it. His hands shook. You want controlling ownership? Yes. For $1? Yes. You'll let me keep a minority stake? If you never interfere with management. Logan looked up. Why offer anything? Ava answered quietly. Because innocent employees shouldn't suffer for your mistakes. For the first time since their marriage ended, Logan looked genuinely ashamed. I don't deserve mercy. No, you don't. But they do. He signed. The pen seemed heavier than stone. When the final signature dried, Pierce Dynamics no longer belonged to him. 6 months later, the company reopened under a new name, Blackwell Bennett Innovations. The toxic culture disappeared. Employee salaries increased. New contracts arrived. Major international partnerships followed. The company expanded faster than anyone predicted. One afternoon, Ava stood in her office overlooking the city she'd once believed she had lost. A soft knock came at the door. It was Logan. He looked healthier than before, but humbler. "I won't stay long." Ava nodded. "What is it?" He looked around. "You built something better than I ever could." She didn't respond. "I spent months blaming everyone." He lowered his head. "Then I finally realized. I destroyed my own life." Silence filled the room. "I'm not asking for another chance." "I know. I'm not asking you to forgive me." "I know. I just wanted to say, I'm sorry." Ava looked at him for a long moment. Then she smiled politely. "I hope you've learned something." "I have." He nodded once, then quietly walked away forever. That evening, Adrian invited Ava to the rooftop terrace of their headquarters. The city glowed beneath the stars. "You know," Adrian said with a smile, "I thought I was investing in a company." Ava laughed softly. "And what did you actually invest in?" "A future." He reached into his pocket and revealed a small velvet box. "I've met brilliant people. I've met successful people. But I've never met anyone stronger than you." He opened the box. "Ava Bennett, will you build the rest of your life with me?" Tears filled her eyes. This time, they weren't born from betrayal. They came from peace. She smiled through them. "Yes." Adrian slipped the ring onto her finger as the city lights sparkled around them. For the first time in a long time, Ava realized she hadn't won because Logan had lost. She had won because she refused to let betrayal define the rest of her life. Sometimes the greatest revenge isn't revenge at all. It's becoming so successful, so peaceful, and so unbreakable that the people who hurt you can only watch from a distance and wonder what their lives could have been. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more unforgettable billionaire romance stories, and tell us in the comments. Do you believe Ava made the right choice by showing mercy, or should she have taken everything? Your thoughts could inspire our next story.